365 GIF-text-ART add-on. Having fun with animated text. The add-on provides two different user experiences. One is the dialogue, where you can design any kind of text. So this is the designer. To the right you have the sidebar. I will cover that later in the video. So when you launch the designer the first time, you get a sample text, my text here. We can of course select that and change the text to whatever. Let's change this to Docs365. And down here you see the a preview of the animation. So by default you have a black text with a orange glow. The glow animates from orange to red, and the letter spacing is animated from 0 to 10. All of this you can change. You can quickly change things by going to templates, select the template, and you can pick from 3 different folders. One is the factory templates here. So let's pick the pattern fill. And there we have that one. Or if you want to select from another folder, we have shared community templates, where you can share cool templates with your friends in the world, and you have a personal folder in your G drive. So having that template here, let's go and actually change the text again to Docs365. There. And that could be it, right? If you want just a fancy pattern fill text, you say insert PNG in this case, because there is no animation. Or if you have animation, you say insert animated GIF. But let's have some more fun with this one before adding it to the document. To edit things, you open the properties sidebar here, and it shows the properties of the selections. If I select something here, I will edit properties of the document itself. Select the text again. So I have the core properties. It's actually the background of the text. I have the text itself, and I have animation properties. So let's say we want to animate the letter spacing as we did in the first document opened. I go to spacing and see I have 0 letter spacing by default. I go to animation. I have the same thing there. I have spacing. I want to enable animation, and you see down here the Docs365 text now animates the letter spacing property. Other things we can change here is to go and animate. First we make the text curved, so I'm gonna go to curved text, and I'm gonna use the upper arc, and I'm gonna change the height a little bit because we need more space there. And you see things falling up because we don't have enough width. So I'm gonna resize the image and make this one a little bit wider. Let's say 600. So there is the text curved a little bit. We can add a little bit more to the curve there. I don't know what would look good here. So here we have some curved animating text, and then we can continue by animating the pattern itself. So I go to animation. I go to where is it now? It's the fill effect here. I go to pattern. It's already enabled. So I pick 2 different colors. Let's say I'm gonna pick from the Crayola list. I'll pick Atomic Tangerine, and I'm gonna pick Banana Mania. And I can change other things here for the pattern. Say OK, and now you will see that the pattern also animates from the bluish to the more reddish. And we can finally also animate the curveness. Let's see, the curve factor is 200 by default. Let's change that to 100 so it will animate like that. And let's do one more thing. Let's also go to the text and use the nth letter feature. So we're gonna have, it looks like this. I have a property of the first letter, and then that one by default will animate. So I go here to nth letter, you will see the animation here. So this is kind of a strange looking piece of text art, but let's say that we really enjoy that one. Then it's just click Insert Animated GIF here. That brings up the Generate GIF dialog, where I can actually change some of the animation properties, but I just have to click Generate, and this will generate the necessary GIF frames, and that takes a little bit of a time. Here is the generated GIF, and I can now click Insert Image, and the GIF is inserted into the Google Doc. First, it saves the project so that you can reopen this dialog and continue working on the GIF. And here you have it, the animated GIF inside the Google document. Now over to the sidebar. We can delete this one for now. Go to the sidebar, which has different sub-panes. Home is where you can actually just launch the dialog that we have just used. You can go to templates, and you can, from here you can quickly take one of the templates, like let's say I want to have a gradient version of this Docs365. I just enter the custom text Docs365, and I say if I want to have an animated or a still version of this one. In this case I'm just going to use a still image, and I insert that one into the document. So that is if you have some really cool predefined templates, you can just quickly apply the text and insert them into the document. So that's kind of concludes the demo of Docs365 GIF-text-ART. There is also a version for Google Slides. You can check that out if you want to. Thank you and goodbye.